Peace and power to you. Hold on. Ain't giving no free advertising to nobody. You know what I'm saying? I should have did it. Sorry. Sorry. Okay. I'm sorry, y'all. All right. Peace and power to y'all. I had some stuff in the background. We're not giving no free advertising, so let me go over here and see. Y'all, I just finished making sure my family ate. And of course, I've been thinking about you all. Welcome to my new subscribers. Welcome back to my YouTube family. Y'all been on my mind. So I came here to share. I put a lot of things. Let me clear. Y'all know me. I'm gonna clear on camera. I'm just trying to I got my rosemary essential oil and my diffuser. And so yeah. Peace and power, peace and power. Just want to see is anybody with me. I got a lot of sharing to do. I've been putting stuff in my watch later. Because sometimes I just be like, I need to share this with my YouTube family. So what I'm gonna do is turn this camera off and go right into the sharing, you know. Oh, hold on now. Hold on. So I'm gonna turn that camera off, you know. And then I'm gonna share my screen so y'all can see what I'm seeing. And I thought I seen this. Hey Neptune girl. I just got a lot to share with y'all. So we're gonna go right into it. I'm going to my watch later. I ran across so much information. And of course, I love sharing with y'all. So let me go to the bottom of the list. I need to clear this list out, honey. I call myself gonna clear my whole channel, and I never get around to it because it's a lot of videos to clear out. And this is just my watch later. But there's a lot of juicy stuff in here. And y'all don't judge me. I just want to see this henna and all this stuff, honey. You know. So powwow. So I want to share this with y'all because I use Florida water to clean my house. Once a month. They're gonna commercial us to death, child. Once a month, I clean up. I steam mop my floors. I found this steam mop very reasonable on YouTube. No, I'm tripping. I'm tripping, y'all. It's one of those days. Let's see. Okay, the camera on. Is camera on? I found a steam mop that I'm very what do you call it? Not well, maybe turn on. Okay. Well, I was gonna put the camera back on while I talk, but it don't matter. This is Goddess Lulabelle's channel. I don't know a lot about her. I don't watch a lot of her stuff, but just want to show some love. Y'all know I like showing love to people in their channel. So we're gonna hear what she got to say about it. But what I want to show y'all is I use Florida water. I don't know if y'all have a Fiesta. I go to Fiesta and they have the big Florida waters and they have the little ones and they be about the same price. So I get the big ones and I get like 6 at a time. So what I do is steam my floors. Once I steam mop, I take that a different mop head because with the steam mop you can wash the mop heads. So I bought extras when I bought the mop. And if y'all wanna I'm gonna see in a minute. I put the link for the mop that I use in the comments. So I steam mop it, and then I take a second mop head and I go ahead and dip that mop head in some Florida water and a little bit of water, and I go over my whole house with it, and I cleanse this energy once a month. I try to, you know. But yeah, just to cleanse energy. So I just did that. So I ran into this. So I'm gonna share this with y'all. Copper popping, melanin popping.
Hi, YouTube. It's Goddess Lula Bell broadcasting from my Goddess Chamber, my Goddess Chamber, my Goddess Chamber. I had a video request from Miss Candace. Miss Candace. She wanted to learn more about.
Hold on, yeah, I gotta do fair use, Chad. This video is for educational purposes only and should not be touched or bothered under the fair use laws. Fair use and copyright law is the doctrine that brief excerpts of copyrighted material may, under certain circumstances, be quoted verbatim for purposes such as criticism, news, reporting, teaching, and research without the need for permission from or payment to the copyright holder. That is fair use. And let's just make sure that everybody knows this is not my material. I do not monetize my channel. I should, but I don't, because I get tired of being emailed about copyright information. All right, let's move forward.
Florida water. Okay. Well, Florida water dates back to the 1800s. It is a eau de cologne. It's a cologne. In America, traditionally, that's what it's used as. However, spiritually, it's been adopted by Wiccans, pagans, spiritualists, naturalists, herbalists, voodoo, hoodoo, some of the even Santeria. So many different types of traditions have adopted the use of Florida water. Now, on the spiritual side, Florida water is used to break up negative energy, and disperse it, get it out of the area. It can be used in cleansing baths. Florida water can be worn directly on the skin, so not only pour it into your bath, but you can wear it directly on your skin.
I also use it in my baths, and I also prepare a potion, if you will, for my husband, and he wears that potion to work. I add a couple of other things to it, and it's just good all over.
You can clench your candles with it, prior to your doing ritual. What else? Florida water. Okay, so this is the brand that I use. I haven't gotten up the nerve to make my own. Florida water, I believe, would be more potent if we made our own. Okay, this works fine. This is the household spray. So you can spray down an area, disperse, break up some of that negative energy or all of it. I actually use my Florida water in combination with other things. So like I have a smudge stick, like right now my smudge stick, dragon's blood and white sage. Okay. Whatever floats your boat, whatever you like to use to cleanse and clear your atmospheres and environments. Okay, so typically what I do, if I've been doing a ritual and a ritual has been completed, I'll take Florida water on a towel, and then I'll wipe out the area, wipe off the table. Okay. Prior to ritual, I cleanse my candles down on the inside and the outside with Florida water. If I know I'm going somewhere and I'm gonna have to cuss somebody out, or I might get cussed out, okay, I put some on the back of my neck. Okay. If you've had a hard day at work, if you've been, arguing with your best friend, or you and your love has gotten into a disagreement, draw yourself a nice bath, douse the bath with Florida water, get in it. It's going to break up and release the negative energy. Okay. Florida water. You can cleanse your crystals with it, like my crystal ball. I can cleanse and clear. And a lot of it is intentional, you guys. So nothing without intention. Do nothing without intention. Okay. Cleanse and clear. Cleanse and clear. Cleanse and clear. Okay. Nothing without intention. Because without intention, then it's just.
Hi, Pam.
Okay. You guys, I love the suggestions. Give me more. Leave suggestions for videos you'd like for me to do in the comments. Any rituals you'd like for me to share. I'm happy. Y'all happy? Is y'all happy? I surely is happy. Got my Florida water pumping, cleansing, clearing the energy and the crystals, wiping down my ritual tables. Okay, like, share, subscribe. If you want a reading, the information will be found below. Let's see, what else? I miss y'all. I love y'all. Hope this helped. Okay? Ciao.
Okay, so that was very informative. And I got her information from Sister Stone. So we're gonna move on forward. I want to see this just because it's short. Why not?
Hey, I just created Wix website.
Shout out to Wix. I do have a Wix website, but I mean the commercials check there.
The most powerful natural antibiotic ever, which cures any infection in the body and kills all parasites. There were many diseases and epidemics that took numerous human lives in the medieval times. People were desperately seeking for a natural remedy that will help them fight all these diseases and preserve their lives. So in this article, we are going to present you one especially interesting antibiotic that kills all parasites. It's a master cleansing tonic which was the first choice of many people because it can miraculously cure various health issues. This remedy is an antibiotic which has the power to kill gram-positive and gram-negative bacteria. Millions of people have already used the super tonic to fight the most dangerous diseases. The secret lies in its powerful combination of high-quality fresh ingredients. It is efficient in the treatment of chronic conditions and diseases, stimulates your blood circulation and cleanses your blood. Its powerful antiviral and antifungal formula improves blood circulation and lymph flow. In addition, this natural remedy is also the best remedy for candida. It has helped people fight bacteria, parasitic and fungal diseases, and even plague, so it really kills parasites too. In other words, this natural tonic will help you fight the most dangerous diseases, protect your health due to its antiviral, antibacterial, antifungal and antiparasitic properties. This medieval recipe can help you treat all diseases and strengthen your immunity. Master Tonic Recipe. When you start to prepare this excellent remedy, you should wear gloves when handling the ingredients, especially in the part where you have to add the hot peppers, since the tingling will sure not come off your hands easily. This master tonic can stimulate your sinuses as a result of its strong smell. Ingredients: 1/4 cup garlic, finely chopped. 1/4 cup onion, finely chopped. 2 tablespoons turmeric powder or 2 pieces of turmeric root. 24 ounces 700 milliliters apple cider vinegar, organic. 2 fresh peppers, choose the hottest ones. Wear gloves when you clean the peppers. 1/4 cup ginger, grated. 2 tablespoons of grated horseradish. Preparation. First, mix all the ingredients together, except the vinegar. Put the prepared mixture in a mason jar. Now pout the apple cider vinegar and fill the jar to the top, making 2/3 of the jar should filled with the dry ingredients and the rest with apple cider vinegar. Close the jar well and shake. The jar with the master tonic should be kept in a cool and dry place for about 2 weeks. It is not necessary to keep the tonic in your fridge, as it does not spoil that easily. Shake the jar every day, or even better, several times a day. After the period of 2 weeks, through a gauze, the liquid should be strained. Squeeze well in order the mixture to release its juices. Moreover, you can spice up your meals, combining the tonic with some olive oil. Thus you can use it as a salad dressing, or add it to your stews. The dry mixture left can be used in the preparation of some other nice dishes. Dosing. Gargle for 8 seconds and swallow. A tablespoon of the powerful master tonic on a daily basis is enough to strengthen the immune system and fight colds. In order not to reduce its powerful effect and potential, never dilute the tonic. To get used to its taste, gradually increase the dose every day until you are able to drink a small glass per day, preferably a liquor glass. Take a tablespoon of the remedy 5 to 6 times a day to treat more serious diseases or infections. Since it is all natural and free of toxins, this natural tonic is safe for pregnant women and children. Always use small doses. Remember to always be careful, the tonic has strong and hot flavor. It is a valuable advice to eat some orange, lemon, or lime after you consume the tonic, in order to reduce the burning sensation and heat. Health value of its ingredients: apple cider vinegar. Apple cider vinegar is rich in potassium. The lack of potassium is often associated with slow growth, so potassium deficiency causes hair loss, brittle nails and teeth, sinusitis, and runny nose. The regular use of this mineral eliminates these health problems. Apple cider vinegar will also help you eliminate the toxins from your body. In that way, it kills parasites. Apple cider vinegar also promotes natural weight loss, since it breaks up fat easily. Chili peppers. The most powerful circulation stimulants ever known are the chili peppers. They fight microorganisms due to their antibiotic properties. Turmeric. Turmeric is the most popular and powerful spice, recognized by health experts. It possesses numerous health benefits, hinders cancer development and prevents dementia, cleanses infections and reduces inflammation, but it also kills parasites. Turmeric is often used in the treatment's joint pain as well. Horseradish. Horseradish is a powerful tool for treatments of sinuses and lungs, being able to open the sinus channels and stimulate circulate.
Okay.
Our world is
Thank y'all, but no thank you. Now, did I comment? Hold on, y'all. Let me make sure I thumbs up or something. Okay. Y'all see that comment? How do we get rid of all the parasites in Washington, D.C.? Right. Then somebody put on there, black pepper makes the turmeric 2,000 times more bioavailable. So add pepper to it. Okay. So I always check the comments too, y'all. Why because that's where the juice be at. Nah, we're gonna get off and on over here. Just want to see if y'all had anything to say, Chad. Nah, what else we going to search for? Let's go on back over here. We did the peppers. Watch this if you want to wake up. You are being programmed. I don't know if I want to watch that. I can't get over the faces on the cover. The Red Road East Shinnecock, Florida Water. Y'all, I had did a while I was watching the video. M. Mitchell, she was talking about the mosquitoes that they have released in North Carolina after the hurricane. We know how these people play, they play dirty. So we also know that mosquitoes, I don't just, this is my opinion. I think it was genetically made to target the original people of this land, because it's no coincidence that if you are O positive, you're more likely to get bitten by a mosquito than anybody that's A positive or whatever other kind of blood types it is out here. Now, with that being said, now they're saying they're releasing these mosquitoes in North Carolina to help kill some more mosquitoes that have some type of disease. And so people were saying, you know, the mosquitoes was big. They had stripes. I mean, they done designed these mosquitoes for war, child. So my thing is, these people have released these mosquitoes after the storm. We know who lives in the areas where they releasing the mosquitoes. Some of them original tribes are still there, and they have knowledge. They know who they are. They know they didn't come from Africa and all this good stuff. So there is a war being waged against the original people of this land. If you don't get that, then you know you're living in a world of delusion. So this was something else I saw.
Flew into the freezer. And the size of that thing. That is a mosquito.
Ain't that crazy?
Really, really big one. The camera's doing this justice. Look at that. God, those scared me to death.
Now, what I'm gonna show y'all is a video I was watching by M. Mitchell.
Back to you in the newsroom.
All right, thank you. Thank you for sharing, sir. He out of control. Oh yeah. Shaka Khan, honey. If y'all have not checked out Shaka Khan's YouTube channel, shame on you. She has a new video that's jamming, you know, bringing back dance, you know, music that makes you want to dance and feel good. I'm all here for it. We're gonna go over here though. M. Mitchell. And I hate when I comment on people's stuff and then somebody else come back and comment on what I commented on. Let this be known and said, this is my opinion. When I provide my opinion, the only person that can come back and comment on my comment is the people that own the channel. Everybody else need to keep it moving. Keep it moving. We be out of control. Okay, so right here.
Good morning, Anti-Sheeple Pleaser family. This is M, the Anti-Sheeple Pleaser. I am back in the building once again. Now, if you guys are aware, those of you that followed me when I was doing the story on Florence, I told you guys that there was a lot more going on with these hurricanes and a lot of things that they were trying to implement that I really didn't understand and needed to put the pieces together. So one of my good friends had sent me an article about these mosquitoes basically being used for technology, and the military had actually invested $100 million into this technology. And I'm going to connect that to Florence in a second, but I just need you to follow me for a second, okay? Pay attention. Now it states A U.S. military agency is investing $100 million in genetic extinction technologies that could wipe out malarial mosquitoes, invasive rodents, or other species. Emails released under Freedom of Information rules show that the U.S.'s Secretive Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency, known as DARPA, has become the world's largest funder of gene drive research and will raise tensions ahead of a UN expert committee meeting in Montreal beginning on Tuesday. The UN Convention on Biological Diversity is debating whether to impose a memorandum on the gene research next year, and several southern countries fear a possible military application. UN diplomats confirmed that the new email release would worsen the bad name of gene drives in some circles. Many countries will have concerns when this technology comes from DARPA, a U.S. military science agency, once said. The use of genetic extinction technologies in bioweapons is the stuff of nightmares, but known research is focused entirely on pest control and eradication. Cutting-edge gene editing tools such as CRISPR-Cas9 work by using a synthetic ribonucleic acid, also known as RNA, to cut into DNA strands and then insert, alter, or remove targeted traits. These might, for example, distort the sex ratio of mosquitoes to effectively wipe out malarial populations. Some UN experts, though, worry about unintended consequences. One told The Guardian, "You may be able to remove viruses or the entire mosquito population, but that may also have downstream ecological effects on species that depend on them. My main worry," he added, "is that we do something irreversible to the environment, despite our good intentions, before we fully appreciate the way that this technology will work." Jim Thomas, a co-director of the ETC group, which obtained the emails, said the U.S. military influence they revealed would strengthen the case for a ban. The dual-use nature of altering and eradicating entire populations is as much a threat to peace and food security as it is a threat to ecosystems, he said. Militarization of gene drive funding may even contravene the INMO Convention against hostile uses of environmental modification technologies. Todd Kukin, who has worked with the G-BIRD program, which receives $6.4 million from DARPA, said the U.S. military's centrality to gene tech funding meant that researchers who depend on grants for their research may reorient their projects to fit the narrow aims of these military agencies. Between 2008 and 2014, the U.S. government spent about $820 million on synthetic biology. Since 2012, most of this has come from DARPA and other military agencies, Kukin said. In an email reporting a U.S. military organized conference in June, a U.S. government biologist noted that DARPA's biotechnology program manager, Renee something, said the Safe Genes project's account was for $65 million, but then mentioned with all other support in the room, it was $100 million. A DARPA spokesman said that the figure was a liberal notional estimate that included researchers at the meeting funded by DARPA under related efforts. DARPA is not and should not be the only funder of gene editing research, but it is critical for the Department of Defense to defend its personnel and preserve military readiness, he said. DARPA believes that a steep fall in the cost of gene editing toolkits has created a greater opportunity for hostile or rogue actors to experiment with the technology. The convergence of low cost and high availability means that applications for gene editing, both positive and negative, could arise from people or states operating outside of the traditional scientific community and international norms, the official said.
And yeah, we ain't gonna listen to the whole thing, but when the military started getting involved with some mosquitoes, and did you hear how much they invested? Yeah, that's how you already know. These people just out of control. Out of control. So y'all can go over. I already like that video and made my comment. There's a war going on, and this war had never ended. Y'all go back in the archives and check out that video I did on the wars the U.S. against the original people of this land. This stuff started once they arrived on the shores, and it's still going on today. What the difference is, they have started making mosquitoes, and you know, it's just incredible. It never ends. They're not they're not out there with their guns anymore. They sending mosquitoes and drones and stuff like that. So you really got to be careful. Let's move forward, child. We ain't gonna run on that. It just pisses me off. Like I said, I go over the shotgun. Okay, this is another thing I want to share with y'all. Let me see if y'all got something to say. Hold on. Okay, all right. Nah. Avoid nuts other than walnuts. Really? That just hurt my little feelings. Broccoli? I just cooked some broccoli. Cauliflower and almonds.
What's wrong with broccoli, Baba? You want me to record you? Yes. Okay. Tell me about broccoli, Baba.
Broccoli, being that is hybrid, unnatural, incomplete molecular structure,
Okay.
it should not be consumed by humans because the molecular structure is incomplete. It's an acid-based vegetable.
Okay.
If broccoli was made by nature, I would be eating it. But there are other products that aren't made by nature, but they are not poisonous as broccoli. Okra is one. Spinach is another.
What about cauliflower?
Oh, that mother gonna rob you of your minerals. Cauliflower has nothing in it. That's why it is white. It has no carbon. No carbon. So, cauliflower is worse than broccoli. I don't even think of cauliflower.
Now, as far as nuts, pecan is not on your list, and they make a lot of pecan in the South. Is pecan a good nut too?
Pecan is an unnatural nut. The only natural nut is that walnut.
So you had
Wow.
almonds on the list, but you took almonds off.
The almond?
Yeah.
I used to recommend almond when I was in my crazy state very early in my practice. And when I found out that almond milk has cyanide, I discontinued that.
So no almond milk?
No.
Oh, Lord. No almond milk. No nuts, y'all. And who just sits around and eat walnuts? Oh, Lord. I don't know what just happened. Oh. This is gonna hurt my feelings.
Another one shows us.
Hold on. Let me make sure I show some love. Okay. When y'all go to people channel, show some love so the videos can be shared and populated. I'm coming. I always say thanks for sharing, you know. I'll go on people's channel and be ghost stalking. Just show some love, y'all. It makes a difference, believe it or not.
Another book shows us that God lowers your passion. God will lower your passion. But what it didn't tell you is this. this cloth with cholesterol because it was pork chop and those neck bones. Then you have this, a little passageway of blood. Garlic will come and eat all this away really quick. And also eats the membrane.
Oh, wow.
You see, these things that I'm talking about, remember, garlic on the pH scale, cowbell. Cowbell sits right there. There sits right here. Here's mine. But the lower you go on the pH scale, the more acid that substance will be. So now, when you don't take garlic drink, drink one drink. Very acid. I used to use it. I use garlic. I use everything that everybody uses, but I woke up one day because a woman stood in front of me and said I was a fool. Her name is Mrs. Holloman. Mrs. Holloman came to me because her little need for very good. And not being sad and very good. It's still good. I make it balance. Everybody likes it. So the son asked me, what am I going to eat? I said, you're going to eat carrots and beets. Drink carrot juice and beet juice. He said, stop it. I said, why, man? He said, because you're crazy. He said, beets and carrots are made in a laboratory and are made by God. So God should make my food. And if I were you, I wouldn't call myself a healer or take research. They call it industrial agriculture. And whatever you find in industrial agriculture, you find that it came out of a laboratory. So why garlic acid? Because it was made by God. God made the life foods. But we don't know what they are now.
Right.
That's why I was so sick of 30. I was impotent. I couldn't have sex. I would be ashamed when a woman takes off her clothes in front of me. When I was 30, I wanted to punish for that. And then, when it began, I would tell you, don't move. If you move too much, I will ejaculate with 2 minutes or less. Then you would say that I'm less than a man. No, I am sick. But we men don't sit there. We are embarrassed, you know. And then we try to hide it. I'm cool. No, you're not.
Okay, so he done got too personal. I'm not into gray balls. He looks like his balls is gray. Hey Misa. He was in perfect health and they took him away from us. So you know how they go. Now, this is what I really want to show y'all. I'm going to my history. Y'all know I have to build it up. Let me see. Garlic. I cook everything with garlic. I am so sad. Like, what am I gonna cook now? My food gonna be so unflavorful. Like, what is happening? So we're not supposed to be using garlic. How am I make my famous red beans without garlic? And then I didn't see onions on there either. It just said mushrooms and stuff. I'm like, I like mushrooms, but just not to be just eating mushrooms, y'all. Let me make sure there ain't anything else on here that I just wanted y'all to see. Hold on. Okay. Okay, cool. Chaka Khan looking beautiful. Like I say, y'all go and check out her new video. Okay. Hello. And y'all don't judge me. Sometimes I like to be entertained. This is something else. The moringa seeds. I'm not finna play this right now. Am I? Yeah. That's why I'm here. So I guess fair use, fair use. We are using these videos for educational purposes only. How do we get on here again? Oh. And it's just playing.
Also being rich in fiber, it benefits of moringa seeds. 1. Helps in weight loss. Moringa seeds have anti-inflammatory properties that reduces water retention, thus avoiding any bloating of the body. Also being...
I'm sorry, y'all. I can't with the video with a computer talking. It hurts my nerves. So let's just move forward. Oh, this is something a lot of y'all don't do. Turn off your router before you go to bed.
In 1960, and I specialized in microwave warfare. Radar, obviously, which uses microwave, but they don't just teach you radar, they teach you all about microwaves and other uses. So I understood about microwave warfare and how it can damage people, how it can harm people. And when I finished with the Royal Navy, I was also a diver in the Royal Navy, and microwaves are used in underwater mines as booby traps. You can, which actually got me interested because I was actually taking a bomb to pieces underwater, and it was too complicated. And I brought it to the surface, and my partner that was on the surface said, "Don't be an idiot, take it back down." He said, "If somebody's beaming you with microwaves, they'll go right through you, and as you open the casing, trigger a photoelectric cell, and it'll blow all of us up." And he said, "If it doesn't go through to the bomb, it'll aim it at your head and make you make a mistake." And that's really got me interested from that point, because I thought, well, how can microwaves going into your brain make you make a mistake? And I asked a lot of questions. I have a very curious brain, and the forces, they're very good at explaining things and telling you things. So I did that, and I also did a medical course while I was in to help me understand everything. And when I left, a small part of my job was to question captured agents, spies, terrorists, because microwaves then were used as weapons, as they are today. It is a perfect stealth weapon, and when governments don't like, it is a perfect stealth weapon, as they are today. It is spies, terrorists, because microwaves then were used as weapons, as they are today. It is a perfect stealth weapon, and when governments don't like a group of people, for instance, the ladies who protest at Greenham Common in England about the American missile base they camped, they were microwaved. We microwaved Catholics in Northern Ireland to make them sick. It goes on all over the world, and it's a weapon that you don't know you're being targeted, because the dose is very, very low, which is actually more dangerous than a high dose. It's very, very low, and it may take a year or two, but you can cause neurological damage and cancers
with low-level microwaves, and you can make all.
Yeah, I've been telling people this for years. I do not own a microwave. I have not owned a microwave in years. I've been telling people this. And people don't care. First of all, why would you continue to use anything that when you stand in front of it, it can cause reproductive issues? It cooks the nutrients out of your food. Why would you continue to use that? And people say, oh, because it's convenient. Okay. Yeah, let's keep it moving.
Your opponents sick. It's a perfect weapon for a government to use. So that was going on, and I gathered all the information about that from people who were captured from other countries to find out what technologies they had, what pulse frequencies they used. But as I said, it was only a small part of my work, but because I was highly trained in it and I was useful, it just became a part of my working structure, along with master criminals and terrorists and all sorts of people I found incredibly interesting, actually, to talk to. Very, very interesting. And then when I left there, I took a job teaching, and I taught advanced level physics, and I specialized in nuclear and atomic radiation, and again, microwaves. And I've just always been in microwaves. And then it was a doctor. I went to see a doctor once, as most teachers do, with a sore throat. And he said, as most doctors do, it's viral, there's nothing I can do for you. And I was leaving. And he said, hang on, Barry, he said, you're a physicist? And I said, yeah. And he said, can you explain something? He said, I went to a house that had a cot death 5 years ago. And the family moved, and a new family moved in. They had a new baby. The cot was in exactly the same place, and there was another cot death. And he said, 5 years apart. And he said, there's a transmitter the other side of the child's bedroom wall. Could the transmitter cause the cot death? And I said, I don't know. I said, but I'll look into it. And then I found that microwaves were involved, and I knew what microwaves did. And a while later, I went back to the doctor, I wrote a paper on it, and I said, there's your answer. Microwaves can cause cot death by 2 or 3 different mechanisms. There's your answer. And then, for some reason, he told somebody who told somebody, and people started phoning me up and writing to me, saying, can you explain this, or can you help with that? I've never actually asked anyone if I can do anything. They always come to me. And then the police came to me and said, we're getting this new Tetra airwave system. We don't understand what's happening. Can you read all this scientific rubbish and just put it into Janet and John and tell us? And I said, of course I can. So that was published, and since then it snowballed and snowballed and snowballed, and now I receive up to 1,000 communiques a week from various countries, various people, and I can't handle it. So, and I'm here now because somebody asked me to come here. Wi-Fi, I think anyone who puts Wi-Fi into a school should be locked up for the rest of their life. Ooh. I really do. I think they're not fit to walk on the surface of this planet because they haven't looked at the research, and whatever incentive they have, it is not worth the genetic problems that parents are going to face with their children when they're born. And if you think of a single parent, a mother, who has a genetically deformed child, that particular mother will feel guilty because she gave birth. She will feel guilty and she will be worried every single second of every single day for her life. She will worry that the child won't marry. If the child can marry, she'll worry that the children will carry the disease, which they will. She will worry when she dies who will take care of them. So you are condemning both the family and the children to a lifetime of absolute hell. And this is already published. It is available to look up. It's what I call intentional ignorance. They are offered some sort of incentive and they think, oh, this is going to be good, we'll have it. Now, the problem is, imagine you are a 15-year-old schoolgirl. All of the 400,000 eggs in your ovaries were with you at birth. They're not fully developed, but they're with you. They are 10 times more susceptible to radiation than all of the other DNA in the body. And scientists don't realize that. They don't read all of the papers as I do. So you have this highly susceptible genetic material which is going to make your children. And you are irradiating it because Wi-Fi's, they are transmitters as well as the routers, as well as the ones either side of you. They are all transmitting at this height through your ovaries. So you are risking the damage, the DNA damage of your child every time you sit down and you use Wi-Fi. And it's like saying, if I smoke a cigarette, which one will cause the damage? The answer is I don't know. It could be the one today. So you now have a child that has a probability of being genetically damaged. But the real damage is when that child grows up. You have genetic material in your ovaries which could be damaged. Now, the real problem comes, so you have a child that could be born genetically damaged, but the real problem comes when you become pregnant. If you are a teacher or a mature student and you become pregnant, because the embryo inside your womb, in the first 100 days, all of those 400,000 eggs are forming in your embryo, your child's ovaries. So your child could be born with genetically damaged eggs. And the main thing about the eggs in the ovaries of your child is that they have absolutely no protection. It hasn't been developed yet. We have a natural protection against microwaves. It was developed since the Stone Age against thunderstorms and massive amounts of radiation coming into our body. But in your embryo, your uterus, in the fetus, where your child is developing for the first 100 days, in the ovaries, the eggs do not have that protection. So they are at maximum risk from radiation. And for the first month or so, you wouldn't even know you were pregnant. You wouldn't even be taking precautions. That is the main danger area. So you give birth to a daughter, but her ovaries are now contaminated. She may be normal, she may be genetically damaged, but her ovaries are at the most risk. So when your daughter grows up and she becomes pregnant and has a baby, this is where one of these eggs will be fertilized and come out. So the real damage here is your grandchildren. That is where it is going to show most. And we already see this in animals that have reproductive cycles of a year or 2 years or 3 years. We're already seeing this, and it has been published by veterinary schools and vets and scientists. So we know this happens. And it's also been documented in the Cold War when women were deliberately microwaved. So we know it does happen. The documents are there. And what you're risking by putting Wi-Fi into schools is the future generations of all of these girls. But it gets worse, because this particular DNA, the mitochondrial DNA inside you, and the DNA inside you, the mitochondrial DNA, you can trace unchanged to your mother, her mother, her mother, right the way back to the beginning of the human race in Africa, the Stone Age. You can trace your ancestors, if you could, right back to the very first lady. It is unchanged, the mitochondria, and that is being unchanged in your children, which means if you damage it, your child could be genetically damaged, then her child, and her child, and her child, forever. You are condemning the future generations of every single child until there are no more lines left in the female in your family. You must stop. A female must stop producing children for this to stop. So when you put Wi-Fi in schools, what you're saying is, for the sake of a little bit of money that saves getting a workman in to drill holes through the walls to feed cable, because it's cheaper, we're just going to put Wi-Fi in, but you can have genetically damaged children for the rest of your family's career. That's what we're saying.
I cannot believe. Woo! That was deep, y'all. I wasn't even expecting all that. I'm seeing her mouth wide open. That is creepy and scary. That was deep. Oh, y'all know I'm have to call these people now. That's what's gonna happen. I never even wanted Wi-Fi. I got it because now most of the routers have it on there anyway. And I'm just pissed. The cable company will be coming back out, and they will be drilling again to go ahead and put me some internet up front. And these Wi-Fi boxes gotta go. That is just so deep. Yeah, share it, girl. Share it. Well, don't share it, Pound. Cut the part out, cause I'm talking about gray balls. Yes, Chad. The elderberry. Wow. Yeah, the first beginning of the video, you know, it's live, and then I had to look, and I bent all over. You can share it though. I'm just in shock. These people are putting Wi-Fi in everybody's house. I am calling them tomorrow, and I'm gonna tell them, if y'all can't provide me internet without the Wi-Fi, yeah, I don't need your services. That is deep. And then I had a guest come and was mad that I didn't want the Wi-Fi on all night. I cut mine off at night anyway, because I already know. You know, you have to know what to expect from these people. And that's deep. That just saddened me, honey. I guess I'll just move forward, Chad. That really made me sad. Oh, yeah, I'm calling them tomorrow. If y'all can't get this phone and this internet without it being Wi-Fi, then I don't want it. Hell, we don't need it anyway. Spend too much time on this shit. Excuse my language. Okay, so people be commenting on my comments. I be trying not to be aggressive, but at the same time, you need to just leave your comment on here and just keep it moving. You don't have to come to somebody's platform and then comment on somebody else's comment if you don't agree. Nah. I'm just in shock. Watch later. How do I keep getting out of this? Let's move forward. That just hurt my feelings. Nah, this the 144 blood over 10. I ain't watched none of this stuff. It's 200 videos. Let me be deleting them as I share them with y'all. Cause we don't need this list to get no longer. Now, for all we watch this. Let's just go on and remove it. Yes. We did Florida water. Let's remove it, Chad. We did a mosquito. Let's remove that. Cause y'all know I ain't gonna never get back around to it. Intelligent dust. I don't even want to watch this. I mean, you watch this, honey. You be trying to stay up in your spirit, but Chad, you gonna be down low by the time you find out all the stuff they got going on. And this is what I've been telling people about the air. The air as well. People think for some reason we done turned into the Caucasians. You do not have to be in no AC 24/8. If your air doesn't have a recirculation button where it can keep some air moving, you don't have to have the air on. In most homes across the world, your air in your house is the dirtiest air. It's dirtier than the air outside because you always sitting in air like you don't know that your body needs fresh air, like you don't know that you and the elements have a connection. And it's just weird. So we're just going to go on into it.
Of the last few minutes of Julian Assange's live feed that was cut off, where he talks about an intelligent evil dust. And what I'm going to do is at the end of this video, I'm going to put information of how you can deal with this intelligent evil dust. Hello, this is John, and we're going to play this last 4 minutes of Julian Assange with his last communications before his communications feed was cut while broadcasting from an embassy in London, where it just seems to cut out. And before we go there, I'd like to take a look at a few uploads that I did a while back as you listen to what he's talking about here in regards to AI and evil dust particles flying around in the air. These are some videos I did 3 months ago, AI and nanotechnology working together. Okay, and also 5G, AI, nanobots, nanofood, nanomeds, chemtrails equal new world order. These are 2 videos that I put up, and you can find those by simply searching AI and nanotechnology working together in chemtrails. Now also, I don't know if you've ever heard of Funvax or the VMAT2 gene. I did a video on it 2 years ago, and we're going to take a look at that after we hear Julian Assange speak. And this was actually uploaded 7 years ago in regards to what was found and leaked from the Pentagon from the Department of Defense. Now, I'll put links to all the videos I did in regards to what Julian Assange is about to talk about here, and his video feed just cuts out. So let's listen to Julian Assange and what he has to say, and listen very carefully.
Measurements emanating constantly. And so if you collect those together, you can effectively triangulate someone's activities and behavior. And I don't think by chopping out many of them or adding kind of chaff, cover,
Halito,
you can make that much of a difference. And increasingly it's less. And in terms of the Internet of Things, there's research prototypes now, which I assume are being used by intelligence agencies, of very small electronic circuits that you can just put in paper or put and paint on the walls that are powered by the GSM stations. And they operate as the GSM radio wave passes through them. It gives them enough power for a very small amount of time to do things. So obviously that tendency is going to continue. It's not like the Internet of Things. It's if you like, intelligent evil dust scattered everywhere, like confetti in everything. So I think it's increasingly hard for human beings to work out how to deal with that. And the only way I can see is that we've got to securitize this problem. Computer security industry is it's been engaged in outrageous securitization for a very long period of time, hyping up threats, etc. I get how the game is played. It needs to be securitized in a different way. We need to securitize by securitize, I mean, you turn something into a threat and thereby change behavior or get economic gain from it. So we need to securitize the threat to elites by these developments. The people who run these companies, it's a threat to them. It's a threat to the most powerful people in society. And to eliminate the notion that there's a place that powerful people can hide from, or skilled people can hide from this phenomenon. And that's the way to get all those people who have an ability to make a difference to make a difference.
Okay, we're going to play that again. Did you hear it when he said intelligent evil dust? And if you're still watching this video and you don't believe in chemtrails, we're going to go to the head director of the CIA, John Brennan, when he was holding that position, and when he's speaking at the Council on Foreign Relations, and he admits to upper aerosol injection.
Another example is the array of technologies, often referred to collectively as geoengineering, that potentially could help reverse the warming effects of global climate change. One that has gained my personal attention is stratospheric aerosol injection, or SAI, a method of seeding the stratosphere with particles that can help reflect the sun's heat in much the same way that volcanic eruptions do. An SAI program could limit global temperature increases, reducing some risks associated with higher temperatures and providing the world economy additional time to transition from fossil fuel.
Okay, this was from 3 years ago, and what our old buddy John Brennan didn't point out is that this is nanoparticles of aluminum and barium, and while they will partially block out the sun's ultraviolet rays on a temporary basis, they will permanently fall down to the ground in these aluminum and barium heavy metals. Not only a nanoparticle will we be breathing in, but they will also absorb into the ground soil and the water and the snowfall that will come down, and it will permanently be on the ground, causing global warming, because the earth will be embedded with all these nanoparticles of aluminum. So what he's basically saying here is it'll help to cool down the planet, and he's just lying through his teeth, because what this does, these chemtrails, you can call them upper aerosol injections if you'd like, but they are chemtrails, and they will cause this planet to warm up over a period of time rather than cool down. But now with 5G in the game and AI advanced as far as it has in a nano aspect with nanotechnology, 5G, nanotechnology, AI working together, and upper atmospheric injections for you to breathe in.
Intelligent evil dust scattered everywhere, like confetti in everything. So I think it's increasingly hard for human beings to work out how to deal with that.
Now, about a year ago, I did a video showing people how to deal with that intelligent evil dust that's floating in the air, and it's called removing removing aluminum from your body. Why do they want aluminum in the human body?
Okay, y'all. Y'all can go over here and check this person out. John 1919. Adrenomicron drug and U.S. missing children connection. What? Yeah. And y'all know October is the month.
Hello, this is John, and we're going to discuss
that most children go missing in the U.S. So watch your children. Watch your children. In the United States, October is the month that most children go missing. Oh, this is another video I clicked on. Yeah, I know I be getting lost. Okay. Welcome. Pammy said the 5G towers may be capable of microwave. Yeah, they say 5G is gonna cause cancer in your body. You say your router is in the far front behind deep freeze. Yeah. Mine is not. I'm just gonna call them. They're gonna have to come get this, and they're gonna have to get these up out of here. I just never wanted it, so it just boggles my mind how I just gave in, and then just now hearing that, it's like, damn, you set your generations up for failure.
a drug called adrenochrome. I'm not sure if you've ever heard of it before, but it's important that you know about this drug. Before we get into talking about what this drug is, I want us to take a look at something. Now, when you get a chance on your own, search missing children, U.S. FBI stats. This is what you're going to find. And this is from the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. According to the FBI, in 2017, there were 464,324 entries for missing children. Now, please do some research for yourself. And I would like to show you some maps in regards to where these children have gone missing from. Now, there's one reason I have been supporting the Walk Away campaign. As we see here, the blue are Democratic states. The red are Republican states. Now, as you saw with the Democratic states, they have all these sanctuary cities set up. This is a map of the United States, and on this are where all these sanctuary cities are located. Now, the map you're looking at here is not a sanctuary city map, but what this map is it looks like the sanctuary city map, but this is a child sex trafficking map. The hot spots are where heavy arrests of child sex trafficking have occurred. So, and as you can see, they fall upon the majority of the Democratic states. So real quick, we're going to look at these maps again. The Democratic map of the United States. The blue stand for Democrat. Now this is the sanctuary cities map. As you can see plainly here, they fall within the blue states. And here you're looking at the child sex trafficking hotspot map. And I'm going to throw this last map in. This last map is heavy activity of MS-13. They deal in drugs, sex trafficking, and weaponry. Now, Stanley Kubrick did a movie called Eyes Wide Shut. It was his last movie he ever did, and he died shortly before the release of it. But he refused to cut 20 minutes from this movie. But after he died, they cut 20 minutes from this movie, and I believe they cut the scene where they were extracting adrenochrome. And at the end of this video, a video will pop up that I did about the mysterious death of Stanley Kubrick. This is what adrenochrome is.
Adrenochrome, a substance extracted from a living human body. But could such a drug be real? According to numerous independent researchers, not only is it real, many of the Illuminati elite are addicted to it.
and will stop at nothing to satisfy their depraved demand.
Said it would take me higher than I'd ever been in my life.
Join me as we dive down the dark rabbit hole of adrenochrome.
She said to my ear, "I'm going to drink your blood."
Long before popular culture portrayed vampires as sexy heroes, stories of a monstrous nobility who craved human blood were very much real. Elizabeth Bathory, the notorious Blood Countess, was a 17th century Hungarian noblewoman who systematically murdered numerous young servant girls, not only bathing in, but consuming their blood.
The tortures went on. From bathing, it was only one step to drinking. Elizabeth would pierce the flesh of a victim, hoist her up to the rafters, then swallow the blood as it ran down.
Could there really be a sect among society that is actually addicted to blood? And if so, why? Deeper research shows the reason might lie in a certain hormone which floods our bodies during times of intense fear or excitement, adrenaline.
And so adrenaline is a substance that your body releases into your bloodstream when you're in a potentially dangerous situation.
It's responsible for the fight or flight response in mammals, heightening senses and increasing strength and energy.
In some ways, the fear response gives us superhuman powers. You find that you're able to really concentrate. You're able to use muscular strength to an extent that otherwise would be impossible. Basically, these chemicals that cascade into our bloodstream and flood into our brain, they change the way we think and they change the way our bodies function. We don't feel pain.
In the right conditions, it can be exhilarating and downright addicting. Thus the term adrenaline junkies.
When we're experiencing something like a parachute jump, we're experiencing the same chemicals in our brain that a meth user experiences in their brain. So absolutely, you can become addicted to that sensation.
Whether human or animal, blood sacrifice has long been part of the rituals of many cultures. And it was discovered that after consuming the fresh adrenaline, eventually the precise timing was worked out so that the victim would be killed at the
get like a chemical, a high, like a drug high from the blood of a tortured victim.
These entities are feeding off human energy. And one of the things that they do is when they're sacrificing somebody, the people with invisible light, the Satanists, the bloodlines, they'll drink the blood because when the terror reaches a certain point in the ritual, a certain adrenaline goes in the blood, which gives these people a high. I mean, sick is not the word. But on another level, an energetic level, the entities are feeding off the energy coming off of terror and fear.
Most satanic sacrifices include some consumption of the blood and possibly even body parts. Even more disturbingly, some of these groups make a point of preferring the blood of children, believing it to be more potent. Another reason the elite drink children's blood is for its known rejuvenating effects. Why do you think some of these old Illuminati Satanists live so long?
It turns out that drinking children's blood is an anti-aging device. This is just really sick and disgusting, but it's a fact. It's a chemical fact. And if you drink adrenalized children's blood, which is to say you terrorize the child, not just with sodomy, but with torture and with other satanic ritual things. If you adrenalize the child's blood before you kill them and drink their blood, this is a doubly effective anti-aging device. You can also harvest children's bone marrow. So children are being killed for their bone marrow as an anti-aging device for the elite. I don't make this stuff up. It's gone on throughout history. This is not new.
Today, many of the satanic elite are addicted to drinking adrenalized blood.
Any animal that is tortured at the time of its death secretes all this adrenochrome. And that is this powers of, it's a drug. It is a drug. And these people are addicted to it. And because they call upon interdimensional demonic forces or to help do their bidding.
Yeah, I can't even stomach no more. I'm just in shock. But in the United States, this is the month where most children go missing. So, like I said, watch your children. Don't let your children be out there all this celebrating these holidays. Not y'all, let that go. Okay, let's see. Now this is minerals for brain health, platinum, indium, and gold. I had some indium. I'm currently taking liquid gold. And I think it has platinum in the mix. Let me see.
Now, there's all sorts of minerals that are good for the brain. There's magnesium, potassium. We've heard about those. What about 3 you haven't heard of? Platinum? Platinum? Yep. Indium. What's that for? We're going to find out. And gold. First one's platinum. I take that one in the morning. And I want to take it as far away or as many hours between gold as possible because they're a lot like each other in the periodic table. So we don't want the body to get confused or take one or get confused with the other and not take the other one in. So we want to take them far apart as possible. Platinum in the morning. It's great for brain conductivity. Second mineral that's great for the brain is indium. Very little known about indium. Very few people ever heard of indium. But it feeds the pineal gland. That's in the center of the brain, and that's kind of, in a way, the control center for the whole thing. But if you want longevity, you got to keep the pineal gland in excellent shape, and you got to feed it. And the main mineral that the pineal gland is going to need is indium. Third mineral is gold. We all know what gold, we hear about it, but what does it do? It feeds the brain, it helps with the conductivity, but it helps with sleep regulation. You take it every single day, you'll begin to sleep through the night, you'll sleep very deeply, and you remember your dreams. Also, they call this lucid dreaming, where you have your dreams very, very clear, very cognitive of what's going on in your dreams. You got to do it on a regular basis. But again, feeding that conductivity, which is what the brain is all about. What's the best way to take a mineral? Well, in my opinion, it's the angstrom form, liquid angstrom. You take a small capful like this, or about a teaspoon, and you pour it off, put it under your tongue, hold it for as long as you possibly can. If that's 30 seconds, a minute, 2 minutes, that's fine. It goes directly into the body through the sublingual duct under the tongue and the surrounding tissue. It's the most effective way to get it into the bloodstream and let it hit the heart and be spread throughout the body immediately. 3 great minerals for the brain: platinum for clear thinking in the morning, indium for the pineal gland, that's what feeds it, that's longevity, got to have that. Gold for sleep regulation, lucid dreaming, and it feeds the brain as well. Mineralization of the brain is critical for longevity, for staving off your brain diseases, dementia-related diseases such as Alzheimer's or brain seizures. You got to feed it magnesium, potassium. But these 3, the platinum, the indium, and the gold, overlooked and essential.
Did you notice a somewhat unusual?
Okay, I guess that's over. I'm so sick of autoplay. Okay, y'all. So, let me go back down here. Yes. Shared. All right, I'm back. I'm just in shock. The dang on Wi-Fi video threw me for a loop. They zapping my freaking eggs and carrying out. It's just out of control. I was just looking at this, how this man showed up to the Emmys. Donald Glover. It's got to be something wrong with him. This is him. Yeah. Don't need people are crazy anyway. I don't know. I'm closing. Oh, I thought I was showing y'all, but I wasn't. My bad. Anyway, what I'm finna do right now. Oh, I done closed all the tabs. I'm tripping. I'm finna shuffle my cards and pull one. And then I gotta go. Yeah, I gotta go to sleep. I could not sleep last night. So I was up all night, which annoyed me to my bone. Okay. Oh, I was coming over here for the chat. I begin. Thank you. Okay. Yeah. So another video I was reading, M. Mitchell had come on here and she was talking about Beyonce. And I'm not a Beyonce fan, so to speak. I bought that last album, which was what was the last album? Lemonade. I bought her and Solange's album because I had a coupon from Best Buy and it was around my birthday, and I buy CDs still. So in the Lemonade video, what she was saying is you can cure generational curses from herbs and stuff in your cabinet in the kitchen, and how your children should be they already have gold in their bodies. Don't listen to whoever comment and say, oh, gold is toxic. Your body has gold in it. It has indium in it. It's just your indium is usually gone by the time you hit 26. Some people 21. So you have to supplement these things once they become extinct from your body, and that's just common sense. So on the video, in the name of the video, let me tell y'all so y'all can watch it. Dark Truths About the Carters. She does entertainment videos, and to each his own. I don't usually watch them, but I watched this one. So she was talking about, I hate when people use videos to make their channels popular. This is what everybody's talking about. So number one, you go ahead and you talking about the Carters. First of all, we don't know these people. You don't know what they're into and what they're doing outside of what is seen. A lot of people like to put the occult and the Illuminati on everybody. We just don't know. And my comment was, people need to understand that magic was always our culture. That's why they burned many melanated people with the powers to protect our lands. We need to be trying to access these energies again to bring about change, because marching and hashtagging will not suffice. People are so obsessed with what others do with their magic, but have not even searched within their bloodlines to find out what's there as far as their own. Now, I don't know why you would be putting gay. She was calling them gay and just going on and on. You don't know. You're not there when they lay down. She was going into how they don't sleep in the same room. I was cleaning up, and when I'm cleaning up, I listen to anything, just have something in my ear. So she was going on there. So I said, I don't know why you put being gay on the Carters. That's a stretch. I don't know them. I'm not a fan of their personal choices, but I do listen to some of their music. And she tells you in the music that you should be using the herbs and things from your kitchen to heal the generational curses on you. Also, to feed your children liquid gold to better their mental. Who else is telling you this? I will wait. Also, let's uplift those who marry within their race and showcase our families, because the media will not. They never put out positive images of melanated families. They tend to push this agenda that everybody's mixing. And like I said, it's not about who you love, but bloodlines are everything. So, it's just this hype. We don't never stay together. It's just all this stuff lies. All I know is married melanated people. That's all I know. So, I said on also let's uplift those who marry within their race and showcase our families because the media will not. Now, from my research, you can't depend on anybody to tell you the truth. But if you look up the etymology of demon, evil, witch, Satan, etc., all these words were used to describe melanated people. And people still come in. It's so annoying. Therefore, if you really should, therefore, you really should reevaluate what it is that you believe. I really dislike when you do these types of videos because we have a bigger fish to fry, literally. I know that your subs want it though, so sometimes I give it a listen every now and then. Now, to do a whole video on some hearsay is just a video on hearsay. Now, the world is demonizing our melanated men and melanated families, so we don't need to assist them in this. I know plenty of couples that sleep in separate rooms, and this doesn't designate whether they're happy or not, because that's another thing. Oh, they sleep in separate rooms. Somebody said they ain't never seen them sleep together. Like, people just be stretching. That's a reach. Girl, you is on YouTube doing videos, chat. If you ain't living with these people, you don't know. So just stop speaking on stuff you have no knowledge about. You don't know. Neither should you care. This is my thing. Like, why do people care so much about everybody else? Worry about healing the generational curses that are upon your family. Worry about your own magic and healing your own family. You feel what I'm saying? So, no one knows if they're happy or not. Who they worship is really their business, because you got people worshiping all types of stuff. It's their business. I said one thing I do know is that whatever she is doing is working for her. What people cannot argue is these people's success. Now, success is in the hands of the beholder. You might have your family and your kids, and that makes you successful. Somebody else might have money and cars, and that makes them successful. If they are happy with whatever levels of success and whatever they describe as success, people should just let them be. And then so I had 1 million people comment on my comment instead of just leaving a comment on the channel, which helps the channel. You got people comment on my comment. So people just deep chat. So the first one, by Red Hot Candies. Honey, okay. So I'm gonna go back to the top. So and y'all can go to the channel and see this. It's just annoying. Matthew Robinson, that satanic bull is, and I don't receive that you can have that lie. I'm good. Give me y'all's truth. And I'm like, that's you believing in something that you believe in. Then somebody else commented, word, Beyonce is spitting straight chicken head music meant to corrupt the minds of little girls and whatever grown women are simple enough to be enchanted by her. And he put this chick is tripping. And then Red Hot Candy said, you need to do some more research. Keep in mind, none of these people have anything on their channels. And Red Hot Candace like, oh, my page private. It's not private. You don't have any content. It's not private though, because if it was private, then you know. And I just don't care. I wouldn't be watching your channel anyway. I'd be too busy doing my own thing. Shout out to my Patreon family. I hope y'all enjoyed the video that I uploaded this week, the do-it-yourself soap. Shout out to you all. Thank you for the continued support. I really appreciate it. Some of the things that I do, I didn't know how to release that creativity. So I think Patreon is a winner. Y'all go to my homepage. There is a Patreon link. And let me show y'all because I know, you know. I'm be getting out of here in a minute, y'all. It's just, I just want to share these comments with y'all. People just be killing me softly. And then it's like y'all on my comment. So I got time today. Okay, this is my homepage. This is my website. Like I said, the support is appreciated. Shout out to all those of you that patronize my business. I really appreciate it. Right now, we are revamping everything. There's going to be new labels, we get new packaging. We're going to get the website looking A1. Everything's been worked on. So be patient with me. Feel free to still place an order. We're still working over here. This is my PayPal. If you want to donate to my channel, we do take donations. If you don't want to buy anything, you just want to show some love, any amount will suffice, and it's very appreciated. This is my Patreon. You can click on this link here. It's where I share all my videos. Like I said, it's 3 tiers. You can become a patron. My tiers are over here, and I post do-it-yourself videos here. And of course, go over to IG and follow me. Don't forget, Urban Intellectual on Twitter. Urban Intellectual at Styles by Nina. On IG, Styles by Nina LLC. And a lot of this stuff is going to be shifted around, even my YouTube channel. What will be happening is once we get everything revamped, this will become just a personal channel, and then I will have another channel for my business because, honey, it's this right here too crowded. I don't want to go and delete all my videos because I work hard on all of them. So, like I said, just keep in mind, and all the love is appreciated. Welcome to my new subscribers, and of course, welcome back to my YouTube family. The support, the continued support, is greatly appreciated. Now we're gonna go back on over here. Let me see. Somebody say that. Yeah, they are sick, Pam. They are all sick. Now, what was I sharing with y'all? Oh, the comments. And I could just pop the video, but she said you need to do some research. Red Hot Candice now. You need to do some more research. You're still asleep. I was there before. I've been woke for a while now of this BS in Hollywood. Now, my comment back to her was, don't comment on my opinion with your opinion. Worry about yourself. Clearly, you aren't as woke as you put on. And I put peace, and I was not trying to be funny, but it's like, if you had an opinion about these people, you could just put it in her comment section to help her channel. Why are you commenting on my comment? That is so annoying. Like, what are we doing here? So then she said, girl, bye, you still sleep. Okay, Red Hot Candice. I said, this coming from somebody with an empty channel. So then she came back and said that her empty channel, yes, ma'am, that's being smart. I'm very private. I watch you guys. I don't need you to watch me. And let me, girl. It's not private. It says this channel doesn't have any content. That's what it says. Now, she says you're still asleep, and it's all about the like and views with you. Girl, this is a platform. This is an information sharing platform. It is about the views and the likes. And me sharing information. What else would it be about? It damn sure ain't coming on people's comments. And then so the great man said, I said you were. If you call me in. Okay. Okay. He done went into a whole paragraph of how these people are puppets. I never said they weren't puppets. He said that he's following the laws and the statutes and the commandments of the Most High the best he can in this wicked kingdom. I did not say that you weren't, sir. He said he's not a clout chaser. Therefore, he's not concerned with how he shows up in this world. So, unless it's to make a positive impact on my people and my planet. And that's what I was saying. How do you show up in the world? How are you giving back? How are you, it's like everybody got something to say, but what are you doing to show up in the world? And I'm sharing this with y'all just to say this. If you are not showing up in the world one way or another, whether it's helping people, if you prided and just all this stuff and you're not recycling, shame on you. We only get one earth. You got to be showing up in the world, spending time, donating your time to the soup kitchen, volunteering, helping the man on the corner instead of walking past him. Show up in the world. Don't show up on YouTube and somebody else comments. Jeez. And then I don't like coming because it's just like they keep coming back. So I keep getting the notifications. And I'm petty. I'm very petty. So you keep coming back. And I'm gonna keep coming back. I got time. But usually I end up going to delete my whole comment and just make people mad because like it's not that serious and I'm petty. That's still petty. Deleting the whole comments, so all your comments got deleted too. Anyway, yeah, y'all, don't forget about the Wi-Fi. Don't forget about the microwaves. Y'all heard what was said. There was a man who used to work for I think British Army Intelligence or whoever he worked for. He done told y'all about the microwaves, he done told you about the Wi-Fi. Don't forget about the mosquitoes. Y'all do not be outside scarcely dressed and let these mosquitoes land out. You don't know what they are putting in these mosquitoes. And it's so funny. I think they have created this thing just to target people. Like it's biting you and sucking your blood. If it is carrying the disease, I'm just trying to figure out. I get all because it's when it's biting you, it's tapping into your bloodline. It's just weird because I'm just thinking if it's sucking blood, how is it putting something back in? But I guess maybe, you know, these are things they done made, so it's militarized. That's my point. Watch out for these mosquitoes. Every time I go outside, I'm under full attack. Oh, my cards. Y'all know I be scatterbrained. So what we're gonna do is give this a little shuffle. I'm not saying that I don't believe in the Most High. What I am saying is, you know, to where I used to be studying and I thought we were all Hebrew. From my further studies, the Hebrew is a bloodline. If you don't know for sure, like I said, I went to the Archive Center and did my research, and what I found that my granddaddy's name is in fact Hebrew and all this stuff, but on my grandmama's side, it's not. So this is a bloodline, and we hear different people say you are what your mother is, and others say you are what your father is. Yeah. What I am saying is by nature, we usually do what's right. We usually listen to our gut, listen to your intuition, and just live a good life. All this religion stuff, I was studying. We studied the language. We have to move past it. We were spiritual people. Tanya Moore, I don't know if y'all follow Israel's Redemption. Tanya Moore has showed us in the language how we're not even supposed to be reading the Bible, how it was invented and translated by people that were not us. So you cannot follow this stuff to the T. But by nature, we're just generally good people, and you should just trust that. Because if you follow any kind of religion, you'll be all in somebody's comment section talking about you is with Yah. Yah is not the Most High's name. Once we did the studies of the language, the Most High is the masculine and feminine energy together. It's not masculine by itself. It's not feminine by itself. It's balanced energy. That's what it is. So all this other stuff trying to name it, call it this, call it that. If you do not study the language, you have no right to be calling anything. I just say the Most High. And I mean the Most High energy. Don't be putting in a male view. He. It's not he. It's not. Common sense is if women bring forth life, how could it be a he? The man can't create life by itself. We are the holders of those seeds. So it's just common sense. That's without studying the language. So I'm moving forward. I'm using my ancestor deck. I've already burnt some sage. And I would like to warm the energy up. Let's see. Y'all ain't ready. Okay, so the energy is warm. We've been here. I've been talking. So the first card is protection. You are protected by benevolent spirits. And I know this. You know why? Because I know. I done been through some stuff, y'all. There's no way I'm not protected. And thank you to my spirits and my ancestors and my angels for protecting me. Next card is 7. High vibration, spiritual connection. Better trust it. Next one is sun. The situation involves your son or you are the son. Diet and lifestyle. And I gotta share one more thing with y'all. So I'm just gonna pull 9 cards. I've been doing 9 card spreads, Jay. Grandfather's energy. Love you, Grandpa. And I hope that you lived a clean life so you won't be recycled. Because, Jay, dreams. Pay attention to your dreams. Let me see how many cards this is now. That's 6. 3 more. Intuition. Trust in your intuition. Like I said. And don't give up. The road gets easier. Don't give up. And paranoid. I'm not paranoid. Your mind is running like a racehorse. Slow down. Maybe that's for one of y'all. That's 9 cards from the ancestor deck. What I wanted to share with y'all is I am reading this New Orleans Voodoo Tarot book. This is the deck in the book. I mean, these are the best cards I done received. I ain't gonna say my favorite cards. Y'all know my favorite cards is the Earth Warriors. But the best cards as far as packaging is done. They did this. The cards are beautiful. The book is beautiful. I just started reading it. Most tarot come with this little thin book. This is actually a book. You have to actually read this to understand the cards, and they got the rituals and all that in here. So hands down right now, it's the best deck that I own. And again, it was on sale on Amazon. I don't know if it still is, but that's an expensive deck if it ain't on sale. So we're gonna shuffle the Earth Warrior, and then I got to show y'all one more thing. This is what I was binge watching or listening to while I was cutting the grass. I pulled this card the other day. Y'all, I ain't been touching on my cards like I should. It's just I've been having a lot on my mind, so I have not been messing with my cards. I need to start back. But what I came to the realization of is like I don't even fully understand what's being brought out in the cards. So maybe I should study a little more, and that's why I stopped touching them every day. But these are oracle cards. The ancestor deck is also an oracle deck, and with those you don't have to study. The information is right on the card. So go ahead and pull. And whoever did these some beautiful art. It says Varakaka. Honor the light. So of course, like I said with the oracle deck, the information is here. And then I gotta go lay down, y'all. I'm gonna share what I was watching earlier, and then I really gotta go lay down. Honor the light. You are a light bearer. Your sole purpose is to redress the presence of darkness on this planet through shining the light. You are meant to do this in the ways that feel most uplifting to you. What brings brightness to your spirit? Do those things. How can you create a loving legacy to remind others of the light? Exploring and expressing the light in ways that remind others to seek the light too is a way to fulfill your divine destiny. Your light is powerful. Use it. And that's what I was just saying. That's why I love these cards. On point. How are you showing up in the world? If you just showing up by waking up every day and you're not sharing no information with nobody, you're not gonna recycle, you're not gonna pick up the paper, you're gonna walk past it, you see paper on the ground. How are you showing up in the world? It's very important to show up. Change your thought process. You only get one earth, and this is it. And you see, colonizers, the pilgrims, and everybody else are taking over and just trashing your earth. You really have to show up. Like I said, I don't care what it is. You should show up for yourself, number one, and then you have to share with people this information. A lot of people don't like talking about different stuff with different people because of differences, but your truth is your truth. So you should be able to share your truth and show up in the world, and don't be worried about whether they agree with you or not. At least you put the information out there and then make them think. You feel what I'm saying? So let me go over here. One more thing. Turn the camera back off. Share my screen again, and then we gonna go, y'all. But y'all gotta see this. I was watching some good stuff today. Go over here. Okay. History. Yeah, don't be coming over here judging my history either, because I said I watch everything. My history is now public. I made it public just so y'all can see. We're gonna go to this channel. Yeah. I subscribed today. Look. I don't like when they put out the videos. They don't even give you an opportunity whether you want to read or not no more. That's deep. Okay, so this is a healthy alternative. This is a channel about fasting. Look at these people's stories. 30-day water fast. This dude used to be right here. They gonna commercial us to death, Chad. Why are they commercialing us? This is sharing for fair use. Fair use. Okay. This is him.
Should have done a little bit for him, man. No, but they love this stuff, man. It's a lot of good information. So, you know, I actually really enjoyed doing this because I felt like I had some.
Yeah. Y'all see this man? 30-day water fast. This is her. She didn't do 30 days. I think she said she stopped at like 14, but just intermittent fasting. Y'all look at these pictures. This dude right here, and he lost his weight not by going to the gym, but by just fasting. Because I'm not a gym person. I work out. I do cardio on a regular. But it's just not my thing. The still water don't taste bad to me, so I'm gonna watch that. Man, look. He lost over 200 pounds from fasting. This dude updating that big dude was him. And just information on fasting, y'all. Shout out to PB. He shared his channel with me. If you got fibroids, the sister up here was talking about how she had PCOS, which is cyst and stuff. Where she at? Right here. She said she had cyst and stuff. The brother who lost all that weight, he was saying how he can feel, you know, his emotions. He felt his thoughts was clearer. Let me see what else. And he creates his own recipes, alkaline recipe. Oh, the brother said that when he was fasting, he had a growth that was in a very private place. That's what he said. And he said once he fasted for, I don't know how many times he fasted, but he said within 8 months he has lost like 100-some pounds. So when he was fasting, his skin purged. He said the area became inflamed, and then he started squeezing the knot. He said he had been trying to get this knot to go away for years. He said he had tried to get it to go away with sharp objects, all that, trying to cut it off, whatever. So he said, this is it. Yeah, he lost 132 pounds in 10-month fasting experience. He said once he lost all that weight, his skin, his body purged whatever the lump was, and it ended up being like a hard mass, and it sounded like a pin hit the floor because he started squeezing it because it was inflamed. And he said, of course, all the fluids and stuff came out, and then the lump came out itself. So his body purged that lump from it. Just fasting. Good information. I'm gonna listen to this later. I'm tired of taking vitamins, quite honestly. Just all this is good information. All these people fasting, look at the before and after pictures. I just want to share with y'all. This is good information and good motivation. This is lose 100 pounds in less than a year with no loose skin. This 11 minutes, and then I'm gonna go.
Chlorella is absolutely one of my favorite. This is my.
Oh, come on with the commercials.
Interviewing Jonathan, and we'll be going over how he managed to lose 100 pounds with fasting.
We're recording. Oh, I didn't know.
Welcome back to A Healthy Author. As you can see, we're sporting our Easter gear. It's not even Easter yet. No, close though. Ain't nowhere do I care. I don't know when it's Easter.
Right.
Is it this month? This month or next month? See, I don't think it's this month.
He said he don't
I
care.
think Easter is in April. I could be wrong though, but we're Eastering it out. This was not coordinated. No, this was not. Although I did have my shirt on first, but although I was second, I just like this color a lot. So, all right. So here it is, John. Right. So we're gonna be just following up on him. It's been about what, 8.5 months?
8.5 months total.
8.5 months total.
But since the last interview,
2 months, something like that. 2 months. Something like 2 months. We'll get the exact number because I can look at the old video and we'll figure it out. But we're excited today because John has finally reached his final weight loss goal, I suppose. I mean, I know you're going to be trying to get into some body fat percentage stuff coming up, but as far as the weight loss milestone, this will probably be the last one. Yeah. Well, how much weight have you lost?
Well, as of 7 a.m. this morning, I lost 100 pounds.
100 pounds?
Yes, 100 pounds.
You have shed an entire small 5'2" girl.
Yeah.
Last time you'd only lost a child, a small child, maybe a little boy or girl, but he's 2 adults now, so that's amazing. I really don't have too much to say. I'm gonna let John just kind of talk about his journey, kind of bring us all full circle on his thoughts and everything that's been going on with them. So take it away.
Well, I started this 8 months ago in July, and as you all know, I had a lot going on at that time. The last interview we did, I was about 70 pounds down. I was very excited about that. But as you can see, my face has thinned out quite a bit. A lot of the extra, adipose tissue that I was once carrying is now gone.
What does adipose tissue do?
It's fat, sorry. And that's all gone now for the most part. And I really did want to hit a 100-pound goal specifically because, I don't know, 90 pounds is good, 93 pounds is good. You could round up, but I'd rather actually hit 100 pounds so I can say that I did it.
And it sounds real good, man.
It sounds good. Yeah. It just sounds...
Round it on up, man.
Yeah. It just sounds better. Also, again, even though I've lost another 30 pounds from the last time that we interviewed, I still don't have any loose skin. I'm crazy. I still, as much as I've lost, I still have a little bit of fat that I want to get rid of in certain areas. It's crazy. My whole adult life, I've been plus 200 pounds, and I just thought that was normal. And I'm finally realizing that it's not. And, for me to get to a base form, base level, and just see what that is, and then build back up from there. That's my new goal. But I'm feeling good. I sleep wonderfully now. A lot of times I'm in bed by 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock.
Yeah, you've been going to bed real early. It's kind of creepy.
Yeah, it is actually. But I wake up at 5 in the morning now, and I wake up fully energized before the sun, which I like because I like seeing the sunrise. And I go to the gym, and it's just like energy all day. I feel amazing.
All right. So, real quick, just go over what you did to actually lose the weight, just briefly. Maybe how often do you work out? Just for those who maybe didn't catch the first interview, and we'll just kind of sum it all up.
Okay. Well, if you haven't seen the first interview, go watch it. It's good. But the way I got to this point was just through fasting. I mean, just to be clear, the fasting is what helped me lose that weight. It wasn't exercise. It wasn't cardio. I do exercises for muscle gain, but as far as losing fat, fasting, that's all you need to do. And I've done that off and on pretty consistently, but I had a 5-day on, 2-day off thing that I would do. Then I did, a 23-day fast. I just completed a 23-day fast the end of last month, and that was very significant. Now I'm doing a 7-day on, 1 day off kind of thing. I switch it up. But it works, it works, and I can change it however I want, but ultimately it's the fasting that does it.
Okay, now so as far as working out, I mean, we're gonna do some body shots later. We don't want to trick anybody into thinking that you just fast and you're gonna get this chiseled body you're gonna see here in a second. He definitely does work out, but like, how often do you work out, and how long do you stay in the gym?
I try to work out at least 4 days a week. I focus arms, legs, core, back, shoulder, all that stuff. And then anything extra I do, just maybe hit some more areas I want to build specifically. But 4 to 5 days a week, I try to do an hour. But sometimes I go hard. Sometimes I'll be there for 2 hours. You don't have to. That's just, that's just how it ends up happening for me. Get in there, do what you can, give it all your effort, and then leave when that's
Now we're gonna see the pictures, but the sister said she didn't work out, period, and she smoked green. And she said it was hard because you sometimes, you know, you get the munchies or whatever. But it was just mind over matter. Hold on.
Strength skyrocketed actually, which was very, very surprising. It got to a point and it leveled off because right now I'm toning and I'm really making my muscles dense, which is why they're pretty cut and lean at this point. And I'm maintaining where I'm at basically. I'm not really trying to do too much to build right now because I want to. When I'm finally done with fasting as a means to cut all my body fat, I'm going to use intermittent fasting to help build up muscle mass as well, and after that I'll start going heavier and trying to increase my strength. But I mean, as far as where I'm at with my strength, I'm happy.
I gotta say, man, you look good. It's the best that I've ever seen him in his adult life. When he was a kid, he used to have the six pack, but he was just like born with it. The genetics or something. I don't know. I didn't get the six pack. I got the beer belly. But yeah, it's been amazing just watching him melt away. And we've got a special treat coming up for you in about a month because our other brother, who I also interviewed, Steven, who was 351 pounds, 52 pounds. He will be here, and that'll be his 3-month mark. I believe so. It'll be his 3-month mark when he gets here in May. So you guys can be looking forward to that in about 3 or 4 weeks, about 4 weeks. Video, and you'll get to see his transformation in just a fraction of the time. And so you guys can be able to compare, contrast. They're around the same height. Steve's a little taller, but you guys will get a good idea for, maybe taking what they did and applying it to your own life. Was there anything else you wanted to add?
Not really. I just wanted to encourage you all, if you're seeing this and you have maybe some medical issues, some scares, some health problems, whatever, try this. Like I said, I was obese, diabetic, high blood pressure. I don't know if I mentioned this in the last video, but I was suffering from erectile dysfunction, terrible sleep. I have circumvented all those things now. If there's something that you have that is bothering you and you want to get it fixed in your body, don't go to a doctor and get pills. Just fast. Learn about taking care of your body the healthy way instead of looking for pharmaceuticals, because that stuff is not going to help you. If I'm any testament to that, but that's it.
Well, wise words from a young man. Looks like he's going to be living a lot longer. We've tested this method, if you want to call it a test or experiment or whatever, on several different people. Women, we haven't done it on children. We have no children to test it on, but it really doesn't matter what you're going through. There's always a natural remedy, and for us, we believe fasting is the most effective. It's helped us both the best out of everything we've done so far. Of course, we're going to keep learning and trying new things and trying to narrow things down a little bit more. We might do another interview with John in the future if things get a little bit crazy. But for now, I want to show you these apps real quick.
My bad.
And then we're going to sign off.
Wow.
That's enough of that. So, hopefully you guys have learned something today.
Right. While I was thinking the man boots, he gotta finish working on him. No shade, no tea. But that's it. No, he didn't look that big, but you saw the other dude. his brother. It's a family. Just go over here, Pam. Look at these people. I was being shot. Look at him. Him.
Hey, it's Thomas.
Okay, so these are the interviews of everybody who fasted. Look at this dude. Oh, that's him. I'm gonna finish up. Just everybody. Yeah. Okay. So that's it. Just want to share that with y'all. I am about to go. I need to lay down. It's been a long day. I cut the grass today. I am ready to go to sleep. Like, I'm beat. I gotta go. Peace and power to you. I hope that everybody's week goes well. And I'm gonna get out of here. Let me make sure I cut everything off. Stop sharing. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna get out of here. Peace and power. And bye, Pam. Yeah, he did real good. He was really no shade, no thing. I'm not shading him because I'm a big girl. I just couldn't believe it. So that's the motivation without going to the doctor, without doing a diet, without taking no pills, just distilled water for 30 days. All right, y'all, I gotta go. I'll see you next time, Pam. Thank you for your continued support. And I'm gonna get out of here. There's like 2 people watching. Peace and power to you both. I don't know who else is still here. Yeah, y'all go over and check out that channel. And I know I already closed it out. I'm gonna show this again. Don't be emailing me YouTube. Fair use. Everything was just borrowed for fair use. Anytime, and I will see y'all next time. Let y'all know I will still be on YouTube doing my videos, well, because I enjoy it. This was my thing. So I'm gonna get out of here, and I'll see you next time. Peace and power to you and your family. Oh, I forgot to tell you, Pam. I cooked some salmon finally that was edible to me. What I did was fried the salmon in some butter in a cast iron skillet, and it made it seem like how the restaurant be making it blackened. Yeah, it kept the seasons on there. It wasn't dry. It was very good. So just want to share that with you because I'm always cooking or whatever. So I did have some successful salmon finally. All right, peace and power, and I'm out of here.